Hello, knockouts. Tanya, TK. You know what? Let me look at you while I'm giving my greeting. Tanya TKO here, and I'm autographing books again. I am down to 40 books. 40 books left to send out. So I want you all to keep me company while I autograph these last 40 books. And then I'm just so excited to be at the tail end of this because I've been autographing books since January. And we are getting ready to send all of the inventory over to Amazon. So if you have not got your autograph book, this is your last chance. This is the 26th. Come Monday, the 1st, we will no longer be autographing books because, I have to move into other projects. And autographing books takes a tremendous amount of time. So I'm going to turn on the phone lines and you all can call in. Okay, Nikki got her book on Amazon, Wonderfly. Wonderfly. Oh, all right. So I'm getting ready to turn on the phone lines. All right, phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. Yay! Dom got hers this week. Kay, the book has come in. You're so welcome for the autograph. Nikki got hers on Amazon. So perfect. So here we are. Let's go forward, everyone. Let's go forward. All right. So if you're ready to go forward and to the autographing, you can go ahead and call in now. 323. Let me see if I got the yeah, we're here. This is going to be a very small broadcast today. We're just going to be let me get my banner up. Where is the Okay, let's see. All right, I'll put this one up. All right, so welcome in, everybody. Let me take the gum out my mouth. Where's the paper that the gum came in? I think I threw it away. All right, so welcome. I'm not going to be looking up here at the I'm not going to be looking up there at the comments area. This is really just an opportunity for you to speak with me and converse with me live while I'm on the air. Because, I make videos and people have all types of things to say in the comments of the videos. But when I come live, surprise, surprise, they're not here. They're not here. All right, so we are in here. Let me just make sure that I can hear the phone lines. Perfect. Mundo. Oh, Lord. Let's see. All right, wonderful. All right, so let's see who we have up next. If you want to get your book autographed, you can go to tanyatko.com/shop. The link is in the description. When I do these videos, it's really just an opportunity for us to just talk and kick it. I'm getting ready to go over to the shipping program. All right, the next person up for their book is Courtney. All right, so one book is for her mom, and her mother watches and loves me. The second book is for her. Oh, wait, okay. All right, well, let's get going. How are you all doing out there? Has anybody tried to call the phone line? Because I want to make sure that it is working and up and running. Okay, let's see. Okay, 323-488-3149. Fire sign is saying, I just discovered you a few months ago and I'm watching your travel vlogs from Nigeria, Ghana. Love it. Definitely going to bless you for your work when I'm able. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Mimi just purchased the book. AG is saying, why do you talk so bad about the Bible? Name one bad thing that I've said about the Bible, please. Because this person is concerned about whatever it is that they think that I've said about the Bible instead of what the people have used the Bible to actually do. So go ahead. What have I said? Quote me. Quote me. All right, so let's get going. This book is for Courtney. Courtney, thank you for your purchase. All right. I need somebody to call in and keep me company while I'm autographing. All right. So, hey everybody, and for the people who came to the Galentine's Day event, listen, I'm still trying to get the what do you call this? What is this called? The spring fling organized. So that's part of the reason that I need to get all of these books signed and out. All right. So AG said, I said, what is the Bible? I need you to give me some instance of talking so bad about the Bible, asking a question. And in which video did I ask, what is the Bible? Was I inquiring what the Bible is or who wrote it? Please don't get yourself blocked today for being silly. Please don't get yourself blocked. If you want to get blocked, just continue with this nonsensicalness. Continue. All right, let's see. I think something is wrong with the phone line. I'm not even able to answer. Oh my gracious. I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, you know what? I have to share this. Give me 1 second. I forgot that I'm not sharing the thing. I need to, you know what? I need to share this window. So you have to call right back because I'm going to disconnect this and then call right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Give me just 1 second. I forgot that I was not connected to the sound. Give me one moment. Okay, there we go. So we are connected. So I just need you to call right back. Sorry about that. I had to get it connected first. And so we are connected. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you know, we just came out of Mercury retrograde. Hey, Tanya. All right. Okay. All right. Idali wants to know how to be added on Clubhouse. You have to find somebody who has a whatchamacallit. And so Awake says, the devil is all around us. I'm sure you didn't say inappropriate about the Bible. It's just someone that's not happy with themselves. Keep up the good work. Thank you. All right. So call back in. I'm going to start autographing the books. All right. So I hope everybody is getting ready to have a really wonderful weekend. You know something? Let me tell you. Raising children is not easy. People who criticize single mothers, listen, it's impossible to raise a perfect child. Anybody who criticizes single mothers is so very ignorant. Like, people want to sit on the sidelines and then criticize the job that you do. It's unbelievable. Especially now during distance learning, how are you all and your children doing with distance learning? Are they getting it? Are they showing up to class on time or right? Are they finding their assignments? How are the tests going? Do you have your children in a routine, get up, shower, breakfast, class? Are they going to class in pajamas with their hair undone and their mouth unbrushed? How is it happening in your house? How are you and your children doing? Do we need to send Nanny 911 over to you? Rakia is saying distance word learning is the worst. Oh, I want to know how you all are doing. Oh my gracious. All right. So let's continue going forward. I need some. The girl didn't call back in. Girl, I need you to call back in. Or, you know what? Let's see. We'll just call her back. Why not?
Please leave your message for
Uh-oh.
612.
Gotta make sure we hang up before that number gets blasted out publicly. Hello is saying these teachers are wild too, child. Latoya got her book. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Most everyone has gotten their book, just working on the last 40 copies now. I believe it's 44, something like that. So listen, how are you all doing out there? I need someone to call in because I'm not really looking at the screen because I am autographing. All right, Courtney, your book is autographed and we're getting the book ready for you and your mama. Vanessa is enjoying the virtual learning. Are you the one doing virtual learning or is your child doing virtual learning? Are you the child? Are you a child? My kids are still online doing work at damn near 5 o'clock. Listen, just be glad that they are out there doing work because some of these kids out here, they're not doing the work. They're not doing the work. And they're falling behind and just things, everything is just going crazy. The telephone number is down at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across. Okay, so Black says, I'm doing great. Distance learning is good. I make my son get up and wash and take a shower, start his day, and I make him get dressed. I hate seeing children in PJs on screen. Yeah, I think the showering, this being in a routine is important for children. I personally don't think that they need to roll out of bed and get right on the computer, looking wild, crazy. I think that there needs to be a certain amount of discipline that is maintained even for distance learning because I work from home. I have been a lifetime entrepreneur, so I've always, for the most part, worked from home. And so you need a certain amount of discipline to be able to work from home. Otherwise, you just be laid up in the bed. No, you gotta get yourself together. Tam Tam says my teachers won't allow it. I hear you. And AG is saying, I only ask because I want to buy her book. I actually like her. AG, do not hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. If you are having conflict about getting the book, listen to your heart. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen to your heart. If your heart is saying, no, my heart said no. Come on. AG is saying, I do believe she's a woman of God. Oh my goodness. The people make wrong turns and get lost. Get lost. AG is saying, my heart isn't saying no. Okay, listen, I'm just trying to tell you. T. Renee said, I ordered your book yesterday from your site. I'm excited to receive it. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, I'm going to be getting to yours. Yours should be shipping by Monday because I'm able to do about 10 to 20 a day because it takes a minute to autograph the books. So let's see. So we need to get this book for Courtney's mama. All right, let's see. Because I have to feel within my spirit to see what each person needs to hear. You know what I'm saying? So I dig deep and then I allow the autograph to come forth, So that is what we're doing. Nobody's going to call in? What's happening right now? I've never had this much difficulty getting people to call in. It's typically ringing off the hook. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what is going on. All right. All right. So we have our first victim. I mean, our first caller. My bad. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to say I definitely understand how it is when you're trying to work and do something where you can't actually read and you need your hands. So I totally understand you doing autographs. But I wanted to call in because I've watched you forever and for years now. And I think the very first video that I ever watched of you was the one of you're looking beautiful, but then you started putting on makeup, and I think you did something to your shirt, and you put on your pearls, and it was just like just showing how you don't necessarily have to. I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Oh, was it the one where I was responding to Derek Jackson and some?
Yes.
Okay, and the woman who he said smelled like earring backs or something like that. Remember?
Yes, and I love that video because it's so true, and I think we just, we put so much like time and energy into how other people feel about us, and we start to believe that that's what is the truth, and it's not. But I was listening to you. Well, that's when I first started seeing you, but I was listening to you about the distance, and I don't have any kids, but I'm a retired educator, and the feedback that I'm getting back from my peers is just horrible from both sides, the parents and the teachers. They're just, the teachers are saying the kids aren't doing what they need to do. The parents are saying their kids' grades are dropping, and you have 8 students and now they're failing.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's more of the psychological thing. I mean, we are humans. We need human interaction.
Yeah.
And you know how it is for adults. Just think about a child when you can't, when your life is kind of being cut. Your lifeline is cut.
Yeah. I saw a video today of an associate of mine who has her child in karate, and her child was right out there with the other children doing karate. They had on masks, but I'm like, after a year of the pandemic for small children, I really don't know how we need to check on our friends who got kids, because it's tough out here. Because I'm like, I can't even fault a parent for after a year in this pandemic wanting their child to interact, because this is getting dire out here nowadays.
Oh, the parents are, I mean, like I said, I'm not a parent myself, but I know, and probably the parents out there, they're probably going a little crazy because you need, you need your space. And I mean, it's affected everyone because you figure, like, we have our routines too, like going to work, interacting with our coworkers, and, even myself, because of the pandemic, was laid off. But
oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but God is good, AG. I've been good. But you can going, just even the people that you didn't like, it's like, man, I would give anything to
see the people you don't even like. Oh Lord, to please send some loving vibes out to Kelly, because Kelly's going mad. Kelly is stir crazy now. Send some loving energy out to this sister, because now she even hoping to see her enemies.
Hey, anything would work.
Oh, but, my goodness.
I just want to do everything that I can possibly do. And it's serious and it's a lot. And hey,
hold on. Nico in Virginia, your book is on the way. Go ahead.
Yes, and I'm definitely ordering 2 books because my cousin just loves you. She's always sending me clips, and 9 times out of 10, I'm like, already seen it.
I feel like I need to make more videos because today I was on the elliptical working out and I went to go look for some videos and YouTube was dry. Is YouTube dry for everybody else? Because I didn't see nothing from my favorite creators.
Wow. That means you gotta work a little harder, Tanya.
You know what? I need to find some new people to follow because the regulars are not making. Is it me or people making videos less often? Because like the pandemic came and people was cranking them out, and I was like, yes, I couldn't keep up. And now it's like that sound when a screen door is rickety and it's like blowing in the wind. That's how it sounds on YouTube nowadays.
Boy, I definitely feel less affected than mentally too, because you're not able to do all those things that motivate you, like going out to your favorite restaurant or going to that favorite place. Like Manhattan Beach is my spot, so not being able to go and chill at the beach in LA, that it's affected me.
I mean, of course, if you're over here wishing to see your enemies.
That is so right. Thank you so much, Tanya, for taking my call.
Thank you for calling in.
All right, you have a blessed day.
All right.
Bye. Thanks.
Oh, I'm signing. You need to hang. Okay. She's like, thanks. How funny. Yeah. So is it just me or is YouTube dry nowadays? Because all I'm seeing is political stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm just tired of hearing about politics now at this point. It's like, I was tired of it when Trump was in office. I'm tired of it now. All right, Crystal in Virginia, your book is on the way. All right. Let's see. Phone lines are open. Carlotta just bought the book. Thank you, Carlotta. Thank you. All right. So the book sold out on Amazon it sold out in like a week or two. So I'm sending more inventory to Amazon. I did not expect for it to sell out so quickly. So I'm stunned by that. And somebody's saying a lot of YouTubers vanished before the pandemic began. Look at this thumbnail of this person with that Bernie Sanders. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Gypsy is saying a lot of my fave YouTubers have regular jobs now. They're not getting the views they were getting in their prime. Really? Well, YouTube has changed this algorithm. I guess that's why I'm happy I don't depend on YouTube for my revenue. Get the book, ladies and gentlemen. Get the book. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, I'm not. No, I want you to get the book if you want the book and need the book. Tanya's doing well. You don't have to worry about me. I'm good. Tanya is doing well. So get the book if you need the book. If you want to retune yourself for self-love, the book is a powerful, amazing book that rewrites your subconscious programming. So yeah, I can't believe it sold out on say Only Kitten Heels is posting. Could y'all listen? Wait, Tokyo Tony got some allegations against T.I.? Remember? Oh God, do you all remember that Nice and Smooth song? They were like, buy the album, cassette, and also CD, buy the album. It was sad. It was sad because they was trying to tell people to even get the 8-track. Okay. No, they wasn't doing that. But it was sad. I was like, gosh, this is sad news over here. You know how they got like the sad news bears? Oh my goodness. I like entertaining channels that I like to be informed, entertained, educated. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right. All right. So, Tamel in Illinois, your book is on the way. I need somebody to call because while I'm looking down, I'm not really able to see the comments. So, what is going on with people today? Even people on the phone lines are not really. This is interesting that's happening. I don't want to start a clubhouse room. You know what I'm saying? So, telephone number is 323-488-3149. All right. Okay. All right. Tam, your book is on the way. Let's see. While I'm folding up the envelope, let me see what's being written now at this point. Let's see. All right. Hey, Robert. Wait. Tokyo Tony made some disturbing allegations about T.I.'s stepdaughter, Zonique, allegedly. Oh, my. I don't know what is going on. What type of allegations? You got us all in suspense. You know what? Somebody says Tokyo Tony grosses her out. Tokyo Tony is Black China's mother, right? I don't know much about these people. You know, that's not really my lane. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. That's not really my lane per se. I started doing viral topics when I learned that the YouTube algorithm likes viral topics. So it's like you either get buried on YouTube or you talk about stuff that people want to hear or are already talking about. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I do viral topics that are about self-love. You know, I find ways to do that. There's more videos that I want to do that I haven't done. Like I said today, or I don't know if I did say that today, I was up to my elbows in distance learning, just doing what I can to really kind of get a young person on track today. All right, let's see. Oh, so we got Trifania in Virginia. Your book is coming. Let's get your label made. I've seen this name before. This name I've seen before. All right, let's see. What happened? I feel like I'm missing something. You all are typing, and I'm not able to read what you're writing. Tokyo Tony alleges that Zonique baby is what? You know, people say too much. I'm not even going to repeat that out loud because if we do not have, so first of all, the girl is pregnant now. We're talking about the 19-year-old who he was doing those pap smears with. See, he did this to himself because he should never have been in the room. Now he got people, and it's like you say one thing, and then people just run away with it. Listen. Okay. I told you all I'm autographing, so give me some moments. And then I'm going to come back to read some of the comments when I go to fold this up into the envelope. Well, not fold it, but when I go to place it in the envelope, because the book does not fold. It does not. So let's see what you all are talking about over here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Elegant Granny, you are Trifania? Oh, wonderful. How wonderful. It's rare when I do these random book signings to see, the person on live with us. So, all right. I'm glad. So your book is on the way, my dear. Your book is on the way. All right. So what's the next topic then? Because you all are talking. I need somebody to call in. If you all are not going to call in, I'm leaving. Because I'm missing out on all the conversation because you all are just inside of the comments talking. And no one is going to be able to see, like after the video post, no one's going to be able to see your comments. I guess unless they click the live comments button. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. All right. Crystalline in Texas, your book is on the way. Okay, my threat worked. Finally, somebody's calling. Hello?
Hey, Tanya.
You're on the air live with Tanya. Is this Tanya?
Yep.
Oh, welcome.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Okay,
Tell me what the people are saying in the comments while I'm or talk to me about something while I'm autographing.
Ed, I need to turn my computer on because.
You have to keep the volume down, otherwise it's going to be a double thing.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. All right. So, but tell me how you're doing.
Pretty good. How's
Okay.
your elliptical?
Huh?
How's your elliptical?
Oh, the elliptical is nice. So I'm working my way up. I started on the first day with 5 minutes. Then I went up to 10 minutes. And going from 5 minutes to 10 minutes was really difficult. So I decided to just increase it by 2.5 minute increments every day until I get up to an hour.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. I need to get a new seat for my bike.
Yes. Well, and you're just talking about it. So this is.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to go get it. I was supposed to go get it today.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to.
Today. I'll get it. I'll go tomorrow morning before I go to work.
All right. That doesn't sound very enthusiastic. I
slept all day today. I was tired.
Did you? All right, look, you got to get that rest.
Yeah.
You got to get that rest. You got to get that rest. All right. So what's going on? Talk to me. What are people saying? Have you heard the tea?
Well, they're talking about. All right. I just turned my computer on. I had to.
You all are so dry out here today. Come on, I need somebody to entertain me. Entertain me.
Oh, I got those books, Conversations with God.
Oh, did you? What are you thinking about them?
I just got them yesterday. I just started reading them on page 20 of the first book, and I love it.
Yeah, it's deep, right?
Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, like the questions that the writer questions he may have asked or anybody else asked is really interesting. There's like questions that most people ask about God.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we're down to 31 books now, down from 51 to 31. So I have done 20 today. So I'm going to keep going. Go, Tanya, go. All right. I'm just excited to be coming down to the tail end of it.
I cannot wait until the spring. I'm so over the snow and the cold.
We need something more exciting than snow and cold conversation. Come on, entertain me with something juicy. Come on. I need something juicy.
Ain't nothing juicy going on. Like, there's nothing really much.
There's juicy things going on.
No, I don't know. There's nothing.
Who got the
No.
juice out there? I need somebody with some juice. All right. All right. Let's make up some juice. So, what has been on your heart and mind lately? What is the pressing issue on your heart and mind?
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the spring. That's the only thing that's on my mind.
That's the only thing you're thinking about is the spring?
Yeah, I'm tired of the winter. I'm tired. I'm sick of it.
Well, then how come you live in the Northeast? Why don't you go live down in Florida or something?
Yeah, that would be a good place to live. But
I know. That way you could have summer all year round.
no, you know what? I don't mind the different seasons. I'm just over this winter. I'm over it.
It just started.
It felt like it's been forever. I mean, February is the worst with the snow every other weekend crap. But I'm ready for spring.
Okay. Thank you. I'm happy you're ready for the spring. Okay, come on. What else now? Come on, some juice. I need some juice.
I don't have no juice. My life is boring.
Why is your life boring? No new loves? Nothing?
So, nope.
Nobody got no torrid love affairs they want to tell me the details of? Okay, so what are your favorite content creators doing online right now? Are they still making content?
Most of them are just talking about like shows that they watch, and doing commentary on that.
Okay,
But
did you see Married at First Sight last night?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Oh
No,
my goodness. I just get off my phone, Tanya. You putting me to sleep.
All right.
No, don't leave me unless there's somebody else who wants to call in. This is better than nothing, but I need something juicier that I can sink my teeth into.
Oh my God, there's nothing.
There's something. You're just not thinking of it.
I look for you for juice.
Well, I need you give it now. I'm taking it. I need some juice right now. All right. I see how it is. I'm the entertainer. I see.
You are.
So I got to
You
entertain.
You don't got nobody to argue with?
Argue? Listen, I did a video yesterday about this woman that was yesterday, right? She's scamming. Now people are angry at me. Listen.
Oh, really?
Yes, some YouTuber was scamming, and people are not happy that I spoke about it.
Wow.
And they also fighting in the Kevin Samuels comments and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, they are. Well, so on Clubhouse, they have this campaign going on about Black women digressing from Black American men. So it's like a lot of people talking about it, and they're like, it's like picking up a lot of things. It's like a lot of rooms are being made about that. So that's something that's going on in the.
I don't know what. Listen, people are. I'm gonna be making a few more videos about the man. I want to break down this video so people could see the manipulation and abuse tactics that he uses. All right, Keisha in Long Beach, your book is on the way. And Jen in New Mexico, your book is on the way. All right, thank you so much for calling in, Tanya.
All right, I have no dirt for you. I'm sorry.
I don't even need dirt, just juice.
I don't have none. The juice is dried up.
Apparently. All right, well, thank you for calling in. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate that phone call. What is going on with you? It has been so dry. It's been so dry. The phone lines are dry. What? Okay, let's see. Hopefully this person got some juice. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Mika.
Hey, Mika, how are you? Are you one of the people I just autographed the book to?
No, but I've been trying to get your book on Amazon and it's sold out, so I wasn't sure how I would go about getting your book.
It's on my website right now temporarily.
Okay, so I'll go today when we hang up.
Okay. What's the juice you got? You sound like you got something good.
So no, I don't know if it's juice. Might be a little sugar water, but my daughter, when I woke up this morning, because Kevin Samuels has been a hot topic in everybody's house right now.
Okay.
And I have 3 daughters, and their ages are 28, 23, and 26. Right?
Oh wow, they big.
Grown daughters. So we have, we are very close. So they were watching Kevin Samuels. Well, one of them, my daughter, who is my middle daughter, who is 26. Mind you, she's all the things that he says. She's 26. She is very thin. She has about 17,000 followers on Instagram. All these things, right? So she comes up to me and this morning and she goes, "Mom, Kevin Samuels was lit last night. Oh my goodness. Everybody was on there. All my friends, we were all on it. It was lit." She said it was hilarious, right? So I said, "Well, what was the topic?" Because I'm passionate about the things that I'm totally against the things that the manipulation that he does within the Black community, right? And so I said, "Well, what did he say?" Hold on a second, let me ask her. Tiffany, come here for a minute. I'm on the phone with Tanya, right? On her live. Come and tell me your perspective on Kevin Samuels as a 20. Come here for a second. I got a question. I'm sorry, Tanya. I hate to be ghetto.
You're so funny. You sound like you're from Philly.
Or I'm from DC. I'm in DC. I got Tanya on the phone, right? We're on live. So come and tell her what's your perspective on Kevin Samuels and what you saw last night. Look, Tanya. She waved her hand. He got. She waved her hand and said, "Oh no," because she wanted his. I think she in the call. So what did you say? What was your perspective on Kevin Samuels last night? What you was telling me about live? No, you said he was talking about You said what you said about him. He was good in what way? No, in what way? Oh my God! So she responds with, "I like him," right?
She likes this person,
right? Now, mind you, she comes from a strong, single, Black, educated mother, right?
Wow.
And what I think is with this group, I think his biggest supporters are some of the younger millennials.
Okay.
And I think honestly, as a mother, because like I said, he's everything. My daughter didn't have a father in her life. He left, he wanted to ride around and drive Aston Martins and make babies with different women. Everything. And what my perspective is, I don't understand why this man don't talk about the men who make the babies, who lead the women. Okay, and so my theory was this: he talks about high value men, right, and what they get when they get money, what they choose, right? So what happens when these? And this is what I was explaining to my daughters. When these high-value men, because mind you, they go for, he said money doesn't matter and PhDs are not important. What happens when these high-value men, because they have so much money, they get these wives, these skinny, wives who are under a certain age, and they bear these children for these men, and they lose, they gain a few pounds. And remind you, the man is still high value after you have these babies. But he have now decreased, this high value man who chose you have now decreased your value by putting these babies in you, right? And because he's high value, he wakes up and he no longer wants you, right? So he divorces you and he throws you into the woods, right? And now not only has he decreased your value, but he's still high value. So he goes for the next woman who was you before you had his kids. So why doesn't he have this conversation? Because a lot of high value men who choose women for superficial reasons end up leaving these women because they want to keep that superficial image going on. So you're no longer high value once you have his baby. You gain weight, you have stretch marks. These are the opposite women. So what happens once that man throws you in the trash? Like a lot of us have been thrown in the trash. Why is it that the babies that he left out there, even though he can afford them, why isn't it that we don't talk about the fact that if you are rich and you have all this so-called money, you pretty much can get what you want, right? We know that from watching Donald Trump. Donald Trump has Melania. He threw Ivanka in the trash. So is Ivanka now, you know, his first wife or second or third wife? Are they all now low-value women? Because obviously once they bear his children, he gets rid of them. And it comes, and the only reason I believe Melania is still there because she spends so much money staying superficial. So what I was trying to explain to my daughter is this man is a master of manipulation. This is why cosmetics and all these companies who sell regular stuff, because they market it so well. He's very well marketed because he's a one-man show. I believe he doesn't have a woman because he's afraid that someone is going to see the real him.
You think he likes women?
I mean, I know I dated a narcissist that was a textbook narcissist, and if him and Kevin Samuels are literally the same person, right? And
he was fishy and catty like Kevin.
Oh my God, girl! Let me tell you. One day he told me to order food, right? And we were in his Mercedes, and he told me to order food. And when I turned the radio down in his car because I couldn't hear the woman, he said, "Why don't you order some food so that we can eat? You know, go ahead and pick the food up before we go in the house." I turned his radio down. He said, "Don't you touch my radio without asking."
But he was feminine and effeminate too.
See, you gotta distinguish. I don't know, because most narcissists will sleep with anything because they have to have that attention. So whatever they do behind closed doors, you don't know because these people are addicted to attention. He did everything Kevin Samuels has done on his show. This narcissist has done to me. When you talk, don't overtalk me. He says it just like Kevin says it. Like I told my daughter, you cannot support this man because one, he uses so many tactics, like he never lets people complete a sentence, right? He has to be superior. He pit Kelly against Beyonce. I'm gonna tell you why he don't like Beyonce. Listen to Beyonce's songs. What is her song based around? I'm a survivor. Who runs the world? Put your freedom dress on. Let him put a ring on it. All these things that this man is against, she promotes. Being strong, being independent. So you know damn well.
So nobody has found out why he rates Kelly above Beyonce.
But Stevie Wonder can see it. It's because I just had like a premonition when I was driving one day. I was listening to one of Beyonce's songs and it hit me. I was like,
"Oh,
okay." Why you don't like Beyonce? Because he always. And then I heard him today say, "Well, you know, Beyonce." He told one girl, "Oh, so you think you a 9 or a 10 like Beyonce?" He said, "Cause she just moved up to about a 7, 8. She was a 6."
Wait, Beyonce was a 6?
That's what he said last night on his live. He said, "Well, she just increased her value to about a 7, 8." He said, "But in my opinion, she was about a 6." And I said, "Okay." So now I know it's because Beyonce promotes being strong and independent and all these things in her song. So he definitely don't want anybody listening to Beyonce. Because damn well he gonna choose Beyonce because he's a colorist. He's she's everything he would want in a super. Why would she be a 6?
I don't know. I'm feeling exhausted talking about him.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to get the live pumping.
No, I feel you.
But okay, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I know right now he is a trending topic, and I just can't believe,
it's just I think it's so sad that people are following this man, And to
Yeah.
hear
Oh,
your
well, as
daughter
a
say that she
mother-
loves him, it's
Who said
just
that?
your daughter.
Oh yeah, she said, but my daughter is a jokester. But and then she said, I said him. She said he threatened that if we didn't buy a badge, that he was gonna cut the live off, and I did give him 99 cents. She said, "Well, I know he had to have made $1 million last night," and I was just like, "Really? This what your generation? Y'all just it's all about the clout, like who's doing what. Nobody has discernment. Like no one has a mind of their own. Is it just like
So he said, if
wage
you don't
thing?
if you don't buy a badge, I'm cutting the live off.
Yeah, he'll pause the live until he gets the money up or get the likes up. He'll tell them, if y'all don't get the likes up, I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all in timeout. So he'll pause the live.
I see. People, they like being abused. They like it.
Yeah, I'm over it. I just told my daughter. I'm pretty sure my daughter knows because I've raised her to know. I think she's just going with the waves because it's just with a lot of young people. It's just it's like a trend. I think he's just a big trend right now. And I think hopefully we'll move past it because, trends are the last phase before tacky. So I think he's just a trend for the young people.
I mean, but they're paying him and they're entertained and they're going there and they're looking for his content. So.
But she told me it was more of an entertainment thing than it is her taking him serious. But I told her, I said, until someone allows the dialogue to be two-way, you cannot get on there and control. He's pretty much controlling everything about his
So
channel.
people are going there for a good laugh at other people's expense.
Well, that's what my 26-year-old told me. Oh, he's just hilarious. She said even the way he handles his subscribers, she said it's hilarious to her.
Oh, wow.
And as a mother, I told her, I just think any support to him is a disrespect to our community because we Black women, we didn't sign up for this. It wasn't something we would love to sit on our ass and get taken care of, but it's just not that. It doesn't work like that,
Yeah.
And he's so shallow, and it's so much in between that he just doesn't address. And I think it's sad.
I think he's doing what works. I think he has an agenda, and people are. I mean, it's working, right? Because people are coming
and I feel
from.
like the young lady who just got arrested, I felt like she was trying to be the same. She was trying to do the same thing as what he was doing, but in a female version. It's just a manipulation.
I think she went overboard.
Yeah.
By the time she started stealing people's money, she went into a whole different category.
Well, I mean, yeah. But people gotta be. I mean, you gotta know what you do. People. I mean, sometimes you can't feel sorry for people because some people, it's like, come on now. I mean, but I guess everybody's not raised with the same level of. I'm just woke. I guess that's what it is.
Well, how are you going to talk about everybody ain't raised with the same? And you talking about your daughters love him, but you raised them.
You right, girl. Because I'm about to go down there. You getting me hype? I'm about to go down there and probably slap the shit out of her.
Wait a minute. Now you're going to start beating up your daughter? Oh my Lord!
Just playing. I'm trying to wake everybody up.
Listen, not right now. This is too much. So now Kevin got people in their house slapping folks. This is too much. This is too much. All right. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for calling in. You did entertain.
And I'm the girl that's under your page. My name is the Shady Thrifter, so I'm the one that's my real name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and go onto your thing now and get the book.
All right, wonderful. The link is in the description. Just go into the shop area on my website.
Okay, on your website. Okay, so I went under your description right here on YouTube, and it sent me to Amazon, and then it
No, it couldn't have right here on YouTube.
No, it was on a previous page.
Yeah, on a previous one. Yeah, but in this video, it'll take you to my website.
Okay, I'll do it now.
All right.
All right, thank you. Keep it going, Tanya. God bless you.
All right, you too.
Take care.
All right. Lord have mercy. Kevin got people going into their house slapping folks up. Lord have mercy. Let me see what you all are saying in these comments while I'm signing. Oh my goodness. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, I don't know what is going on. Ah. So Gypsy's saying I'm not mad at her. She kept Tanya company as promised. Yes, it was. You know what? It was an entertaining call. It was an entertaining call. So I cannot be mad at that. Let's see. Phone line is ringing again. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Mushy Mush, Raphael.
Not some mushy mush.
Mushy Mushy.
Mushy mush.
I took you back, right? Took you back to the days in Japan.
Yes. Well, you know what? It sounded so funny when I first got there, but after a few months, you know, everybody says it. You just get right into line too.
How have you been? How have you been?
Oh, I'm
Tanya?
here. I've been elbow deep in signing and autographing books every day.
You are one of the hardest working women on YouTube. I know it. One of the hardest working YouTubers, period.
I don't think so.
You do it all by yourself. Who else is having Valentine's Day live events and publishing books and expanding your empire? You are doing it.
Listen, let me tell you, I think anybody who's editing videos daily, those are the hard workers.
That's true. Yeah, that's not easy as well.
I cannot edit videos. Well, I can edit, but I cannot do that with my time. Okay, so what juice do you got for us today? What juice you got?
No juice.
I know you got the juice because aren't you always in the Seychelles on some yachts with shirtless men and all this other stuff? Oh, you know what? I want to. You know what? I'm not even going to ask. I was going to ask about Mr. Potato Head, but I decided.
How they have a non-gender Mr. Potato Head and people are angry.
You know what? I'm going to keep that to myself because this is not a winning conversation. Anyway, so how is everything going in your life, man?
Actually, really well. I'm prone to depression, so not seeing my friends all the time and not being around the people I want. And like you just said, not being able to travel. It's tough. It's tough, but you know, I have taken the time to continue therapy and learn new things and just spend my time constructively. Let's just say that much. So I've been learning Korean and working out. And just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I stay busy, and the most important thing for me is keeping a schedule. Kicking my own butt, you know.
Yes, I lost myself a few weeks ago because I was, I say maybe it was like a month or so ago. I lost myself without a schedule because then I was like sleeping during the day, up all night working. It was crazy. It was crazy. But then I had to come back around to the morning because I joined this mastermind, and then I had to be up in the morning. Nice. But yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's so helpful to have somebody else hold you accountable to be at a certain place and open up and do something, because it's so hard, you know, writing stuff down and having to, like, for example, finish a few classes or attend meetings and write up reports to people. It's like a muscle you have to work, and it's so difficult, like forming full sentences and being presentable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's something I've forgotten to do this past year. And so I find myself having to prepare before I go out and meet people, or even doing a Zoom thing.
Yeah. What's life like? Because you're in New York, but you're in like the top-end part of New York.
You know, it's sad. A lot of the places, and I'm going to talk about this past year real quick, but like a lot of the places have closed down and we've lost a lot of jewels. But you know what? It's amazing. You could feel things.
You're going to make me cry because, you know, Noodle Republic closed down.
Oh, don't remind me. I love every kind of noodle place. We still have Total Ramen over here. Thank God, because I need a place. I need a restaurant from every type of cuisine, every country, every region. If not, I'm gonna go crazy. I need little sushi, a little Thai, a little Filipino, a little Szechuan, a little Hakka.
Yeah. Haka. I thought
Yeah,
that was
that's what
that
makes me
dance that all of that. I thought the haka was that dance.
No, Hakka. It's a region in China, so
Oh,
it's its
okay.
own separate cuisine. It's amazing. But yeah, like I said, the snow isn't the only thing that's thawing. So you could see things opening up, and you feel like the energy starting to change and turn over. I even got my vaccine today.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a whole last minute thing. I got an email just this afternoon from my hospital saying there's some things open, blah blah blah. And I was like, is this a joke? I clicked on it. I got a confirmation. I was like, damn, I better go. And I just got home a few hours ago. Now
So what is
I'm
it?
just
Because
baking a
it's
cake.
controversial. So what is it that made you go get it? With all the
I have a
controversy
pre-existing
surrounding it.
condition.
Huh?
I have a pre-existing condition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and for just our government really messed things up and have allowed people to die, hundreds of thousands of people to die.
Yeah.
And it's been a
It's
free
up
for
to
all.
500,000 now.
Yeah, it's been a free for all, and now it's still a free for all. I know people who are completely fine who've been vaccinated this week. They just got in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a free for all. My doctor, don't quote me on this, but she said more or less like, do you have a different address, like an address in Queens or Brooklyn? Get yourself a vaccine, lie if you have to, because there are people who've been jumping the line, crossing state lines, going to different boroughs and getting stuff.
Okay.
And me, let's just say my immune system isn't all that great. So
Got you.
I feel better though. I feel more confident, and I feel it's a lot less stressful.
So are you about to start traveling and all of that?
Well, no. It doesn't set a good example. I have done little trips, but like road trips. Like you have your own car, you go to a place, and you don't put anybody at risk.
But I've seen you on boats in hot weather.
You take a car to a friend's boat, and it's their personal boat.
But I've seen people without their shirts on.
Without their shirts on?
Yeah, so it looked like it was hot weather.
Yeah, it was probably this past summer. I do have a friend or two with boats, and whenever I have gone sailing, it was like a small group, like 5, no more than like 6 people. Yeah.
I hear you. All right. Well,
yeah.
I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that you are feeling well and that
Thank you.
are on the path. So I'm glad about that.
Yeah, it's an everyday process. You have to check in with yourself often. You know that. You're the guru of self-love, and everyone has to constantly, affirm themselves that they're on the path.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so it is time for the post person to come and get the books now. Oh, Lakeisha sent me $5 just now on Cash App. Thank you.
Yay, Lakeisha.
Wow, I wonder if this is the same Lakeisha who was like one of my huge supporters when I had TKO Skin, and she was like one of the first people to do like a before and after. I wonder if that's her. All right.
Talk about brand loyalty.
Yeah. So, okay. So a few people bought, but we're still down to 26 books. So we're going to do, so we are within 5 days now. So the oldest order is 5 days. So by Monday, that'll be 7 days. So next up, we have Kay in Charlotte. So yours is going to ship out on Monday. And I'm going to get these books prepared to go down to the post office, send someone to pick up these books daily. So I'm going to get those ready for that. Let me jump over to the live stream real quick. All right. So Lakeisha, oh my goodness. You know, I always love seeing your name because I remember years ago how you were one of the first people to support TKO Skin with that before and after testimonial. So thank you. I don't know if I've had the chance to thank you before, but I really appreciate that. And your name is unique. So so I definitely remember you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If you haven't bought the book yet, buy the book, everyone.
So I'll tell you who's inside this batch right here. So you know whether you should have gotten your ship notification. So we have Farah M in Canada. We have Alicia M in Toronto. We have Rosemary in Hamilton, Canada. We have Monique in Pickering, Ontario. We have Angela H in Washington, D.C. Giovanna in Chicago. We have Izina in Fairfield, California. We got Jackie in Brooklyn, New York. We got Marcia in Fort Worth, Texas. We got look, we got so many of these. Okay. We have Talia in Ewing, New Jersey. We have Phoebe in Port St. Lucie, Florida. We have Courtney in Columbus, Ohio. We have Miko in Virginia Beach. We have Crystal in Newport News, Virginia. We have Tamil in Chicago. We have Trifania in Virginia. We have Crystalline in Houston. We have Jennifer in Farmington, New Mexico. We have Keisha in Long Beach, California. We have Erica in Belleville, New Jersey. We have Yolanda in Chesapeake. We have Denitra in Rochester. We have Karen in New York. We have Stephanie in Pontiac. And we have Sheila in Norfolk. So we have a huge shipment going out today. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you. Oh Lord, like dominoes, they're falling forward. All right. So Shady Thrifter just got hers. All right. Crystal got her confirmation that her book will be arriving soon. I'm so happy for you. All right. So let's see. So I'm really glad. So listen, this weekend is the last weekend for you all to purchase autographed copies. Other than that, they're going to be sent on Amazon, or all of the stock is going to be sent to Amazon. So you will be buying directly from them, and you'll be able to get it in the UK as well as America, Canada, and Mexico. All right. So talk to me. What are you doing to stay fit, Ralph?
Well, working out is tough. I've always hated lifting weights, so I need to be engaged. So I find out the best workout for anybody is doing what you love, so you kind of distract you. Mm-hmm. So I love dancing, and dancing, you could burn so many calories. Boxing is so much fun. So I have like a Wii at home. I have a kettlebell. And I make it interesting. I have to switch it up. So I do some tennis. I do some boxing.
Oh, nice. Well, are you boxing on the Wii? What are you doing to box?
Yeah. Boxing on the Wii. So you hold the remotes and you swing around.
Okay. You know, I still have my Wii, but I haven't used it in so long.
Mine is like 12, maybe 13 years old now. Just as long as you can hook up to the TV,
old?
Check it out. Yeah, like 12 or 13 years.
What?
I know.
Oh my goodness.
You Googled it?
No, I'm remembering when I got it. But the thing is, I didn't get mine until like 2011 or something like that. Because I remember I had it in the loft with me. Because I was doing my workout, my stuff right there. I was jumping on the stuff and doing all this and everything.
It's so convenient. and so
Yeah.
much fun. Like you forget that you're working out. And now with updates, they'll tell you how many calories you've burned.
Really? And you know what? I have the
Yep.
board and everything with the Wii because I was doing
Oh, the yoga board. Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah. Wow. That just brings back memories. Oh. So Peace is saying, Tanya, let's just be real right now. Some people are attracted to abuse. It's love to them, and it's been normalized in their upbringing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, this just reminds me of all of it just reminds me of when we first got on YouTube, how people had the Wii. YouTube was such a community before. It's not really that much of a community anymore.
Oh, it's a business. You know, before it was like a frontier, an empty space. Like people were just showing up to, I don't know, to be heard. And wasn't the catchphrase like broadcast yourself?
Yes, broadcast yourself.
Yeah, so it was more personalized. And then all these corporations and celebrities got in on it, and all the creation like just fizzled away.
Yeah, you know, Peace Be Still is saying, don't be surprised if your daughter gets in an abusive relationship. You know, and that's funny because the Thrifty, when she was on the phone with me, I didn't put two and two together because Thrifty was telling me, oh, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. And then she's saying that her daughter also likes Kevin Samuel. So I'm like, that kind of adds up, because if she has seen male examples of narcissists, and especially if the father may have been a narcissist, that could be like some internal driving force to attract them, you know. And then also some people have anger towards women as well, even people who were raised in single mother households.
Yeah, resentment. Yeah.
So the postman has not contacted me yet, so let me I'm going to send him a message. I may autograph a few more books while we're still on live, but yeah. Somebody's saying you can purchase a Wii on I didn't see where they said you could purchase it. Oh, Amazon. Somebody's saying they got theirs a few months ago.
Wow.
Okay. So Shady, the Thrifty is saying, no, that was a short relationship. Yeah, but what about her father though? You know, like because her father left, you know, to go live some whole other life, right?
Oh my God.
So I can't remember if you said that. Did he leave to go live another life? Maybe, you know, she's internalized that and is seeing Kevin as, I don't know. I really don't know, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, the first and only examples we have at home are the only ways we recognize love in our adulthood until we've seen other examples of love.
Yeah. And then
even abuse.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me contact this post guy real quick. Let me just let him know I'm ready. Oh my goodness. Somebody's talking about nuking Nigeria. In the world?
What?
I know, people out here are People out here are nuts. Let me just send this message.
So Tanya, when are you going back to Nigeria?
I would have gone in December if, you know, everything wasn't shut down the way that it is. You know, I would have gone December, you know. And Shady is saying, I honestly think it's entertainment for my daughter. Yeah, but to be entertained by women being abused is very interesting to me. You know what I mean? That's what's interesting.
If Kevin Samuels had a TV rating, what rating would it be, do you think? Definitely not like G or Y.
G is for general audience. I definitely think it needs to be adult. I think that I think he, like Howard Stern, you know, he calls women out of their names. He's abusive verbally. So I think it's not for children.
I agree.
And the Shady is saying yes, but she has to grow up. I hear you. However, if you're saying that she's in that age range that these men are picking from, then she's grown up enough for them, you know. Peace Be Still is saying my daughter is on point at 18 and would never entertain low frequency Black males. Yeah, you know, it's so interesting. And Leandra is saying, I am shocked at how many platforms out here of grown men preaching hatred for female. It's dangerous for future generation. Yeah. And I think we have to continue to refer to women as women and not females, you know, because it's all connected.
Oh yeah, and there's something impersonal about using like a biological term.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty is saying, I guess if I was a pick-me, I'd get a kick out of him tearing down Black women. Yeah, you know, I wonder though, is it only pick-me's that listen, I'm going to say this because we're just a small group on here, right? I was contacted by a woman who was on his show, and she was complaining about how she got tore down and all this other stuff. And I was like, what were you doing on his show? I mean, if you really want to know, what were you doing on there? You know what I'm saying? And because it's like you support him tearing down other women because you think, oh, I'm better, or oh, I'm this, I'm that. But then when he starts tearing you down, then what do? Then you come crying to these same vloggers that you insult in the comments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until it happens to you.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're like, oh, all right. Let me look at some of these things. I'm seeing some address warnings coming up from some of the people who just bought. All right, Charlotta P in Maryland. Your address is coming up with some errors. Please contact me. And then it looks like Kelly J, who just made a purchase. Kelly J in Oakland, California. Your address is coming up as needing to be corrected as well. So you should still be on the live right about now because you purchased just now. So Kelly, reach out to me. Something is missing from your address. Something's going on. It's saying that your address is not found. Okay. So we gotta correct that in order to get these books to ship. Okay. So let's see. I am going to get onto the next book. So thank you so much, Ralph, for calling in. I'm going to let you jump off. You did entertain me, so thank you. Thank you.
All right. Take care, Tanya. Be good.
You too. Keep your head up, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
All right. All right. Listen, let's not. So Perfect Nails, I see you're giving some commentary about women who are over on his channel, but you know, we have some people who have said that their daughters are over on the channel. So when we start insulting those people, we also insult viewers' daughters who are here. So, you know, we want to be really careful because then the fighting starts. And see, now she's seen your comment and now, okay. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Fire Sign.
Hey, Fire Sign. How are you?
I'm good. I was listening to the topic with, and I don't want to talk about Kevin Samuels. I've never watched him, and honestly, I don't understand why women call in to hear that foolishness. But I have been a person who has listened to someone who has been, you know, denigrating towards women, who was a comedian. And once I saw this person like literally melt down on camera, I realized like you are doing yourself a disservice and this person too by supporting them. So I just stopped watching. And I just think that sometimes we look at things and we chalk it up to entertainment, but we don't realize that it's really damaging people, it's damaging people's psyche. And, you know, it made me look internally to say, you know, is there something lacking inside of me that I find this funny, you know, that I'm supporting this. And you know, once I got to that point, you know, because sometimes we try to rationalize things that just really, you know, don't need to be rationalized. It just is
Yeah.
what it is. I had to tune out and say, you know what, you have to take a stand and say, no, this is not, yeah, this is not what you need to be doing. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just think as women, you know, I hope we find ourselves, you know, and I'm an older woman, I'm 48. You know, I've been through a lot. I'm educated, and I'm living with stage 4 cancer now. And I
Oh,
have a
wow.
daughter who is she has always been an excellent student, graduated high school early, graduating college early, and doing well. And the one thing I try to, you know, instill in her is that, you know, keep moving forward and don't put your life on hold for anyone, because the one thing you said that really resonated with me is that no one is coming to save you.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
you have to really, you know, prepare yourself for this life and know how to get back up when you're knocked down, because you're gonna get knocked down.
Yeah.
But it's just like we as women, we sell ourselves so short, you know, and we let people who are posers,
Mm.
you know, just these people who we look at them a certain kind of way because they may have certain accolades or accomplishments, but inside they are completely broken. And they literally will go from person to person, woman to woman, just breaking them.
Yeah.
And we need to stop it. We need to say no. We need to
Yeah.
say no.
So stage 4 means there's no coming back.
It is. I was diagnosed at age 35. I think my daughter was in 3rd grade at that time, and I was stage 3. And I made it through, even though my diagnosis was not good. So I'm a part of a case study. I had another friend who was 3 months ahead of me in treatment. We went to high school together, and she died. Hers came back a year later, but I was actually in remission for 12 years. And I decided, you know, in that time when I was in remission, I was like, okay, you know what? You're going to live and you need to do something, because there was a period after recovery where I was just like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I working towards? You know, what's my purpose? And so I decided to go back to school and get my master's, and I did. And then I moved out to Texas, and I got on with an agency. And actually, when I got sick again, I was working at the border. And I honestly think I got COVID while I was there, because I was sick for 2 months before they could figure out what was going on with me. So they dropped the ball with me medically. But luckily I had hung on to my oncologist in North Carolina, and I was flying back and forth. And I actually, at the end of 2019, came back home. I just had to literally pack up my whole life, retire. And I came back home and planned my funeral. And I ended up surviving. So they said, you know, we can see a few more years ahead of you. So I got back out and purchased a house in another state. And, you know, I'm living my life. I'm going to find a part-time job, because I'm just like, I have too much time on my hands and too much time to think. But I'm just, you know, just living day to day. And honestly, I thank God that I had the opportunity because I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here. What is my purpose? I know I help people and I like mentoring young people, but I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. But then I'm like, well, maybe I'm here because even though my daughter is, about to finish school and start her career, she still needs that motherly voice and advice. That's something you never, get tired of. So, I'm just living my life and I'm just living.
How old is your daughter now?
She is 22. She turned 22 in December. And, I hate that she has to go through this with me in a way because, anytime she'll, FaceTime me and see me somewhere that's out of the norm. Like I was in the drugstore the other day trying to pick up a prescription and she was like, "Are you okay? Are you at the doctor's office?" I'm like, I'm fine. And I had a conversation with her the other day because, I just want to leave her with tidbits in life, to help her when I'm not here.
Are you going to write a book?
You know what? I started writing, but I have not. I stopped for a while. And then I need to start back, though. I really do, because it's a lot. And, I had a day this week where I was just angry. It was just like one of those days where it's just like everything just doesn't go right.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've worked my ass off my whole entire life. I have 3 degrees and I feel like I'm starting all over again, and I just have to work my way through it, and just be positive and thankful because, it's people who, with this COVID, they're gone. They didn't think they wouldn't be here, but, here I am living with a terminal illness, but, I've lived longer than, I thought I would live and most other people did too, so, yeah.
Wow. Well, the book that you're writing, what is the book about?
It's about my experience going through this whole medical situation because Black people here, we have a very tumultuous relationship with the medical industry and community. And I call myself the Henrietta Lacks. I'm a Henrietta Lacks. There's a lot of Henrietta Lacks. But for me, at least I had the opportunity to sign off and give permission for them to use my cells and the things that they learned from me because I want to help other people. But I tell people, and especially, just Black people and Black women, learn your body and know your body and know that when someone is telling you something that doesn't make sense, that you have to keep looking to find someone who will take you seriously and listen to what you have to say because it's intimidating trying to talk to a doctor and, speak to them about your issues because you feel kind of intimidated, but you have to speak for yourself. You have to be your own advocate. I was so angry when I was in the middle of, being sick and I was in Texas and they literally sent me home with a bottle of pills and said, "Good luck." And I'm like, what the,
No, they didn't.
Yes. I mean, and the medicine wasn't working. And I'm like, I pay health insurance. I have a good job. Like, what the, who does this? And so, I had to keep pushing. But when I tell you, when everybody keep in shape, keep your body physically fit because I was that fat girl running by the side of the road, I'm always hiking and running and stuff like that. And even though my body didn't look like, everything I was doing, it was building my endurance because literally I was flying back and forth to North Carolina and both my lungs were full of fluid and they didn't know. And I knew I was dying. I was dying slow. I had lost 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to my doctor in North Carolina, she was absolutely livid because she knew that, they had dropped the ball. So I'm just, just be an advocate for yourself. Learn to speak up for yourself. That's one of the things I love about you. You are so brave because I like to travel, but the experiences that you have experienced, I'm chicken. I'll be like, nope, you know what? I'm going back home.
Child, listen, some of them experiences, I should have brought my own black ass home.
So I'm just like, I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like enjoying looking at, your experiences and stuff like that. And, as long as I have breath, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing the best that I can. And,
well, you know what?
I
do suggest that you write down all of the motherly lessons that you want to give to your daughter about, everything about life from where it is that she is now. Maybe even some things for younger women, like if she has like a daughter or whatnot. I suggest you write everything down. There was a guy who was dying and his child was like 3. And so he wrote a book to his child, the lessons from his father, from your father. And I suggest you do a kind of thing like that. My mother is gone and I really had to come into womanhood on my own. This is why I do the videos that I do for other people who may not have had that motherly figure, or their motherly figure was not who they needed her to be or whatnot. But from the age of 19, I really had to come into womanhood with no matriarch. And so I've had to figure out a lot on my own. And so I suggest you do all of the dating and relationship and body changes and everything that you can imagine that your daughter may want to know.
You know what is so funny, what you saying that my daughter, I have been telling her for years, you need to get a grown-up doctor, get an oncologist. I actually, I came home because I used to come home like twice a year when I lived in Texas, and I would tell her like, I will go to the doctor with you, because she was just like, I don't know, mommy, because she still has her pediatrician. Her pediatrician says she could come up to her until she was 25. And I'm like, no, you need to get a doctor, a gynecologist. So you are so right, though. I mean, the years, unfortunately, that you left your mother, those are the years that are most crucial,
And something else that I would really love to be able to hear my mother's voice. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing that I'll never, for as long as I'm able to live, I'll never be able to hear her voice again. And I can remember what it sounds like in my mind. I remember her. I remember the way she spoke, because my mother was American and my father's Caribbean, and I remember I remember the way she spoke, but I'll never hear her voice ever again. And when we and my brother were young, we used to do these plays, right? We used to play and make these recordings, and it was so stupid. We would like do these skits and stuff, and she called out once when we were in the middle of a skit. She called our names, and for the life of me, I don't know where that one cassette tape is, but I just would really love one time to be able to hear my mother's voice again.
I hope you find that cassette tape. I do. And you know what? When I go through, like the pain and I go through setbacks and stuff, that's what I think of. I think, well, maybe I'm purposed to be here to just help my daughter, get to the next step and reach her potential, her fullest potential.
Well, I'm just saying, please make a recording of your voice. That's it.
Okay, I can do that. I can do
Maybe
that.
even a videotape. Just that's what I'm saying. Just make a recording of your voice so she can hear your voice one time.
Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you for that idea. Thank you that you answered my call. This is my first time calling in, but I love you, and I love it when you get to roasting people. Oh my God, it gives me life.
Why would somebody getting
You
roasted
do it
give
in
you
such
life?
an intellectual way, huh?
Why would someone getting roasted give you life?
It does. I'm messy. I have a messy side too. We have to get our laughter when we can, but you do it in such an intellectual way. And I have a friend who is one of the smartest people I know, and she gets to talking like you do. She's Liberian though, and so that accent comes out, and it just gives me life. That's my messy side.
You are so funny.
But love talking to you, and I will continue watching your show and watching you sign books, and I'm definitely a supporter now because I think you definitely have a voice in the world with women and especially our younger women.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it because I had the opportunity to die before I even started my YouTube channel, and I decided to live.
Wow.
And here we are.
Wow. Well, you made the right choice. And God bless you, even, whatever your beliefs are, but God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Okay. And Thrifty is saying, my daughter just said the same thing. Sometimes seeing someone get roasted is entertaining. Yeah, the only thing is, right, the people who get roasted on my channel are people who come for me and they need to be pushed back into their chair. The young ladies on Kevin Samuel's page are insecure young ladies with low self-esteem, self-hatred, and they come to him in deference. They are like coming to him and seeking help and assistance. Like if someone called me up, like if this young lady just called me up and I just started roasting her, and I don't know if she's dying or what's going on with her, I think that there's something that needs to be further looked into there. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Gina, and I've been watching you for about a year.
Hi, Gina.
I've noticed that you were on live, and I've been meaning to talk to you. I wanted to know if you were still selling that cream that you were selling about the stretch marks, because I've been looking for it. I wanted to see if you were still selling it. I noticed that you didn't have a topic online, so I just wanted to know.
Yeah, no, there's no the cream. When I closed my business, the cream, all of the products that I sold for my business, they kind of got put on hold. So no, I do not sell the cream anymore.
Are you ever going to get back into that?
I may. I'm working on moving to New York permanently and buying a big house. And when I buy this huge house, I'll probably, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm glad that you said that because I am manifesting a huge home with a cottage in the back. And when I get the cottage in the back, I'm going to turn that into a workspace to be able to,
nice.
yeah, and turn that into like a place where I can create the creams again, because I need a whole separate area for so I'm glad that you said that, because in manifesting my home, that is one of the things that I would like, a cottage in the back to be able to create my formulas and have like maybe even a little shop. Maybe I'll have a little shop in there, a little storefront.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm sorry. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
No, you ain't getting away that easy. Entertain us since you're on the air.
Oh, okay. Well, what was the topic?
There's no topic. I'm signing books and I need someone to keep me company. And now you are on the air. So what's good in your life right now?
Well, right now I am kind of in a rough spot in between houses and living between my parents and my friends. I'm doing okay, like I'm safe, but I wish I was in a better place. And I've been working on this idea for a YouTube channel. I want to create the red pill, but in a female form. I want to arm women with the reality of how men are, because I feel like women need that, because if men are being armed with, I'm sorry, I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous.
So I've been doing a lot of reading and I've been doing a lot of research, and I want to create a brand and sell a book showing women about male nature.
So what would the name of your channel be?
Lady Red.
Oh, okay.
Lady Red. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm learning how to like edit. I don't know how to do that, so I've been working on that.
Okay. And so what makes you an authority on the matter?
I'm not an authority. That's why I've been taking a lot of time to educate myself. But what I know is that I feel like women need to be armed with, because when I was a kid and I used to go to church, I used to read a lot of verses about how they would warn us about women, and I always felt like, well, who is going to warn women about men? Because I feel like male nature is 10 times worse than female nature. And then when the red pill came out, I was kind of like off put, because I just don't understand why these men why they're so obsessed with female nature. Like I went to the bookstore and there's at least like 30 books about teaching men about female nature and how to get into their minds. And there's not one for men, one for women.
Okay.
So I just feel like I'm not the authority, but it needs to be done.
Got you. Okay. Are you ready? How sensitive are you?
I'm just a little nervous. I'm not that sensitive.
Are you ready for that smoke?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're ready for the smoke, go for it then. And how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. So how much do you know about male nature at 24?
I don't, and that's why I've been researching. I don't, and that's the problem. That's why I know enough about men to not trust them.
Oh my goodness.
I know enough to not trust them. I feel like I need to educate myself. It just baffles me that there's a movement where men are exposing female nature, and yet I just feel like men are so much worse. It baffles me. I don't understand, and I feel like women don't understand male nature. So, like, what if this red pill? What if it gets really popular? And what if everything happens the way they want it to, right? And then these poor women are raised in a society where they're being told that they need to be these perfect wives, and they get themselves ready, and then nobody tells them the reality of male nature. I mean, that's just cruel. That's just really cruel.
Okay.
It's unfair. So
okay.
I am not an authority. I just know that it needs to be done.
Okay. Well, you know what? Listen, let me ask you. What is going to be, because they have female channels that talk about how to get money from men and stuff like that. right? So what is going to be your focus? You're going to teach them about men, but you have to learn about men first.
Well, for the red pill for men, they're being taught how to look at women and see their slut signs and all that. I want to show women how to just be able to look at a man and know if he's like a dangerous person.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be able to yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I'm not used to this.
Oh no, keep going.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like men have an extremely animalistic nature,
Mm-hmm.
where they can get to the point where they are almost not human, if that makes sense. I know that sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds horrible, but I want to teach women how to properly vet a man.
Okay.
So I've been educating myself because I know I am not an authority. I just want to be the first one to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I support you. Go forth.
Thank you.
And create your channel, and you sound passionate about it. So that's one of the first things that you need is the passion for it.
Thank you. I've been watching you for a year and a half, and you're pretty funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hear people say that all the time, but I'm not really sure what they think is funny because I don't be telling jokes.
Your facial expressions are fun to look at.
I see. Okay. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you. You did keep us entertained, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And now we're still at 22 books. I guess some people bought. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. This postal guy, he's never on time. Let's see. All right. So it's almost 7:30. He's an hour late. Wow. Okay. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. How can I help you today?
Okay. I was just calling. Your last two callers had mentioned about women seeking approval from men like Kevin Samuels or women just, especially in our community, just opening themselves up to ridicule from men or males that are not qualified.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that a big part of it is for those who didn't grow up with a positive, kind father figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's this seeking of male attention and approval that is just perpetuating just really horrible, I don't know, mentalities and issues and cycles in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I think that also, even with that, like the men, we constantly talk about why some men in our community are so lacking when they talk about fatherlessness, but I feel like the fatherlessness affects the girls as much or even more. At least for me, in my personal life, I was blessed to have a father, not just a father that was present and provided, but also was kind, who spoke life into me and my sister, genuinely was spiritually centered and led and really enjoyed his being a father and his children. And not until I left home, I grew up in the Midwest, so not until I left home and moved to Philadelphia did I experience the level of hostility
Mm.
that some Black males have towards women in the
Mm-hmm.
community. I remember I was like coming from work off the train, and this random man, he just saw me and started yelling. He was like, "You black bee, you nappy headed," and he did this for like 10 minutes. I was walking, it was broad daylight, nobody stopped, nobody did anything, and I was terrified, and I didn't understand that. And of course, that's like on the extreme scale thing.
Mm-hmm.
But even when you see, the situation in Harlem where that woman's face got bit,
Oh, yeah.
that was a physical altercation, but it's all levels. I've
Yeah.
met Black men who, in work situations where they would glare at me and they're like, the energy towards me was so negative and they didn't even know me.
Yeah.
So I just feel like women, young women, you have to realize, like, look at who these people really are and how, and I feel like you have to put yourself in a situation like, how did this person become this way? What is the motivation behind this?
Yeah.
Because if you're just looking at a body with, a penis to give you some sort of validation and you're not looking inside that person, I mean, you're opening yourself up for real abuse, and sometimes it's lifelong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I just hope the best for everyone. I am happy that to have your channel and other channels that are opening women up to consider these things, because I don't know, it depends on how you grew up or where you grew up in the country, but there's a consistent theme of just blaming Black women for everything and no accountability on the other end. And the previous thing is that call that talking about the insidious nature of women when men are out here doing the most.
Yeah.
They're the predominant ones with the child abuse and the
Yeah.
violent attacks and all of that. So it's like, what are they? I don't know. It's like, does that protest too much? Like, why are you guys talking about us so much? Like, look at yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like some of these, but women, I don't get it personally. But I think women are easy prey. I think people in their egos won't let them see just how problematic and toxic they are. And I think that, yeah, I think it's a trend that is even existing in the Bible.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I grew up, in a Christian, from a Christian background, but we didn't. I don't know. I mean, there was.
I mean, even the depiction of the story of Eve.
Right.
The depiction of the story of Eve absolves Adam of his culpability and his leadership. Right. So he was just succumbed to whatever.
Right, and I'm not in the church now, but my sister still is, and we were talking about Adam and Eve and how she thinks that the real sin wasn't her eating the apple, quote unquote. It was him blaming her and just absolving her. And if you look at the dynamic, I feel like between Black men and Black women, are we still perpetuating that now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in a way, it's like, when God asked him, why did what did you do? And he said, nothing. You gave me this woman, and she did this, this, and this, and I just went along with it. How does that not sound like these red pill dudes today? Like, how does that not? It's the same. So it's just very disturbing, and it's not even. It's in, it's wrong. It's in a lot of these religions. Or maybe people are just mad that they have to suffer and life is hard and women brought them in this world. I don't know. But
something's going on. Yeah.
And I understand, you talk about your father, you have that strong male influence. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we skip, not that we forget, but a lot of people just don't have that. And even if they had a father in the home, he wasn't perfect.
Yeah, but you know what? And I think that we all have to keep this in mind, that even the best of fathers are still human and they are flawed. Mothers are flawed. We are flawed mothers. Our partners are flawed. And it's like, I feel like we search for perfection and we end up kind of faulting people for not being perfect when really all they are is human. So like my father was he's a strong father figure, but he's still human, you know, and he's made mistakes along the way, and he continues to make mistakes. You know what I mean? But this is the nature of life. This is the nature of life. And I feel like we are constantly on this search. Like, oh, if only I take this lesson or take this red pill or do this, then I'll know, and I'll have this perfect life. I'll have this perfect wife, or I'll have this perfect husband. I was talking to an old associate of mine. I called her up to see how she was doing, and she was married and had all of these beautiful wedding photos. And I knew her when she was single, and it was just, her wedding photos were just so pretty, and I was so happy to know that she was taken care of. I spoke to her yesterday for the first time in years, and her husband just up and ghosted her one day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't know if it's because of how this country was founded, but it's almost this puritanical, I don't know, when people get all these, ideas to the point where it's like, this is the way and everybody else is wrong. And it's just so this and that, it's so black and white. And it's really not. That's not human nature. And the reality is trying to make everybody, evil. I mean, or everything, trying to project everything on the other party, that's just not going to work. It's just going to keep the blame and keep the cycle going. So I just want young women to just look at who they're really, look at what it is in the face, look at themselves in the mirror and be like, okay, like, I just can't, or I just won't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Because,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just very toxic, but that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Okay. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name? I can't hear you. What'd you say?
It's Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Welcome. Welcome. So what is your comment or conversation this evening? It's an open topic.
Well, listen, I wanted to say I'm actually nervous. I don't get nervous about many things. But I know this is the space where I'm probably going to get competition.
Okay.
So I'm ready for the smoke. But I have a question.
Okay. Well, speak up louder. If you're going to be ready for the smoke, put your voice on it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a few of your videos, and I was just curious. I hear a lot of rhetoric about abuse and different things like that, and so I'm just truly curious as to why some people feel that some of the information that Kevin Samuels puts out, I'm just going to say his name, because I can't speak to any one of them, is abusive. I mean, I'm truly asking that question.
I'm actually going to do a breakdown video so that you can see the tactics of abuse that he uses, and he knows who to use them on. Most of the people that he bulldozes over are very meek, mild-mannered women who are already suffering in esteem, and he. See, you'd have to understand manipulation. You'd have to understand abuse in order to be able to see it. And his videos, I'm actually going to do an entire video about this. His videos are not really to help women. The purpose of his videos, and I learned that from actually watching an entire clip of him just attempt to disseminate this young lady. His videos, the purpose of them are to take women down off of their perceived pedestal and to condition them to settle for mediocre. So his whole shtick is, you are mediocre, so you need to settle for mediocre, and you need to bust that pussy open by the third date for a man. Otherwise, you're going to be left. Like, the stuff that he's saying is not really in the best interest of all people involved. It's not in the greater good of society. It's not to raise the vibration. It's not to really find healthy, loving unions. It's to, instead of attempting to raise men up, he wants to lower women down. And I don't expect everybody to see that. Most of the people who are on my channel are coming to my channel for self-love messages. So we are all at varied stages of loving ourselves. And so I don't expect everybody to see it. I don't expect everyone to see it.
But I think what is troubling, for a lack of a better, I will give you some water in a minute, sweetheart. I think what is troubling for me when I hear people saying those things that this is abusive, it's the same, and I've done a ton, you know, I know there was a call previous and said she's doing more research. I've read a ton of books about men-woman dynamics, men with their relationships, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, Jonathan Edwards, Love and Respect. Susan Banker said the same thing. I think she wrote Women Who Went Love, Susan Patton, and they all have the same thought. They're saying the same thing he said. So I guess what's interesting and somewhat troubling to me is how is it that he gets the amount of smoke, and I don't know, let me say that, the amount of smoke that he does when you've got all of these other people that out the arms.
So can you tell me which one of those books from those men called women bitches, broads, told them to get the fuck out of here and stuff like that? Can you tell me which one of those intellectual texts spoke to women in that way? And you're getting confused and you're putting him in a category he doesn't deserve to be in. He's not intellectually assisting anyone. And the things that he's saying are things that low vibrational males are coming to him to purport for the takedown of women, to get them off of their pedestal. And if you, in your mind, where you feel that you have read all of these books and you are learned, if your interpretation of the books that you've read are in the same category as Kevin Samuel's, then what can I say to you? What can I say that can make sense to you? Because there's something skewed in your interpretation. So what can I say that can make sense?
So that's an interesting point. So what my question is, I have several, but the one thing as far as what
I want you to answer my question, please. Which one of those scholarly men?
Ask me that. I'm going to answer that.
Please answer which one of them had told women to get the fuck off their line, called them broads and bitches. I want you to answer that question first, please.
First off, none of them have, but
okay.
Can you tell me times where people on his channel have called men dusties or saying this is what the squirrels say?
Excuse me, ma'am, you know what? I think part of the reason that you have a difficult time finding the abuse in Kevin is because you may have some issues going on with you. Please answer the question.
I did answer. I said none.
Okay, none. So so now what you're doing is you're deflecting. Now you're talking about which one of them have come onto his channel. I don't know these people. I don't watch their stuff. I don't know who those people are that call into him calling people dusties or whatever. You asked me, why is it that certain people consider Kevin Samuels to be abusive? And I gave you an example because he calls women bitches, calls them broads, tell them to get the fuck off the line. And he uses manipulation tactics and other devices of manipulation to attempt to bring women down off of their quote unquote pedestal because he feels that they're too full of themselves and he wants them to be able to settle for men that are average and less than average in the Black community rather than broadening and divesting to other men who can compete with other men. So now, if that is did I answer your question about why I feel that Kevin Samuels is abusive?
You did. However,
okay.
another question for you is, so if that is the case, if you're saying that you're self-love and high vibration, then why is it that you get so giddy and gleeful when someone is saying he is doing this is X, Y, and you have no facts to back that up? This is he's not paid child support, and you have no facts to back that up, and you're almost giddy, which is counter to your message. And so that's what baffles me, because I can understand.
If you've ever watched any of my videos, you know that there's only certain stories that I report on, because like because I just showed this, I just reported on this story of the young lady in Harlem being beat up. Abuse is one of my triggers. I am a voice for the voiceless. I believe in social justice. I believe in advocating. I don't believe in punching down. I believe if you're going to punch up. And so one of the things that you may be confused about is you may be confused into thinking that loving yourself is only dancing around in fields of lilies and rainbows. Part of loving yourself is advocating for yourself, stepping up and putting your foot down for yourself. And my brand of self-love is also stepping down and putting my foot down for other people who are being victimized, for people who are being abused, especially when those people who are being abused are weaker, smaller, lacking in self-worth. So yes, these are triggers for me. I don't understand what is non-understandable about that. And let me tell you, let me just explain this to you. Anybody who is a supporter of the abusers is no friend of mine. Anybody who supports abusers does not have my respect. So when you call me, and I understand that at this point, I know that I'm speaking more forcefully to you because I take issue with you coming on and being an abuse sympathizer on my platform, and you trying to find ways to contort yourself into justifying people's abuse and victimization. I take issue with that.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Of course.
So again, you kind of didn't answer my question.
Which question did I not answer?
My question was, and I'll give you a perfect example. When you were on live with Mr. Let Go a couple of months ago.
Did you enjoy that video?
I was neutral on it.
Okay. So then you and I were not on the same wavelength.
You said, do you mind if I finish? You said, I don't engage.
I wasn't even talking when you asked me if I mind if you finish. We're on the phone live, so you can hear me live. I wasn't even speaking. There's no need for you to try to assert yourself on me that way, because I made a statement and I allowed you the floor to continue. So go ahead. When you hear somebody's not speaking, talk.
So you said, I don't engage in that sort of toxicity, that is toxic, that is low vibrational. And then you proceeded to insinuate that he was gay.
That who was gay?
That Kevin Taylor was gay.
He's very effeminate, and I find it hard to believe that he likes women. But how is that?
You don't know that to be true, though. You don't know.
I didn't say he was gay for sure.
But you certainly insinuated.
Okay.
You're a very smart woman, so you certainly understand that saying those types of things can be inflammatory. And so I'm just asking, it seems as if what you say, your message of self-love and life, and I don't engage in that toxicity, is counter to saying, I don't even know if someone likes women, you're insinuating that someone's gay, you're saying that this person doesn't pay their child support, this person, I mean,
I'm so sorry. Let's go back real quick. Let's just clear up. Let's clear up first of all. The non-payment of child support for custody, which was established by the court, that is public record. This is not something that I made up. And then also the situation with the ex-wife, I'm privy to conversations that exist behind the scenes that you're not privy to. So when you say that I don't have any proof of conversations, you're speculating. The court document.
Well, you have not given the. You haven't
Right.
given
And because unlike on some other platforms, there are people who go through the chain of respecting people's privacy, their wishes, the rescinding their consent for the publication of their interview. And the person decided not to go forward with the interview after the consent for the interview was rescinded. So that's number one. Number two, the documents of his non-paid child support is public record. You can go look those up yourself. I said that I didn't feel comfortable posting certain things about his divorce and all that other stuff, but I showed in that very video the court document with the docket numbers in there. So you can go look that up yourself. It's right there online. So you can do that. And me looking at a thing and seeing that thing, that's like me saying it's low vibrational to see a ball that is red and say that ball looks red. Kevin Samuels is very effeminate. I find it hard to believe that he likes women. And I think that that's relevant for the abuse that he languishes out on women. And his ever desire for the female takedown. I think that his sexuality and the fact that he himself is so feminine and so effeminate, and the fact that his marriages could not last in the past, I think that this is all relevant information. If you feel that it's not relevant and you take issue with the way that I do my reporting on this channel, it's not obligatory that you watch. If you feel that I'm contradicting self-love by standing up as a voice for the voiceless, then this apparently isn't the place for you. And I wish you the best in whatever search it is that you decide to go out there and find the content that you vibrate with, because you have already, on this phone call alone, said that you enjoy the content of Kevin Samuels. You also saw me in this very horrifying interview where I was with a person who was gaslighting me in this interview. And you said that you thought that the interview was neutral. You and I are not on the same wavelength. I'm not even really sure why you're still on my channel.
Again, because I wanted to have a conversation with you.
How did you end up on this live? After, how did you even end up on this live? Like, why are you subscribed to my channel and we're not on the same frequency?
I'm actually not subscribed to your channel. That's how the YouTube algorithm works.
Okay, well, you know what you can do? I'm going to suggest that you do this.
So are you going to let me finish?
No, I'm not going to let you finish because I'm giving you information right now about how I don't need to show up in your feed. Just click the 3 dots on the side and say, don't suggest this channel. That's my suggestion to you.
Okay. So what I was going to say is how I ended up on your live was this is the thing. If we can have discourse and you have feel one way and I feel another way, that's fine. As 2 adult women, we can have that conversation. Because what I noticed for women in our community is that many of us do want, forget the high value stuff, many of us do want to have lifelong marriages, lifelong partnerships, i.e. marriage. Many of us do. And many of us do not know how men move and operate. I'm not saying that he has booking things and everything. I'm not agreeing that he should have called a woman abroad and say, get the F off my phone.
And call women bitches. Listen, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm really no longer interested in having a conversation with you. I don't enjoy your energy. I'm not really down. I'm not down with, listen, what you want
to do that because what I have done is that we have just had.
You are mistaking. You're mistaking you're mistaking speaking calmly for having more merit. I'm not enjoying your vibration, and I want to send you back out there into the world to go find the content that you resonate with, because obviously my content is not it. And I don't want to encourage you.
I'm still going to use that. I'm going to use that on my husband later.
Right. So
thank you so much for taking my call. That's so awesome. Have a wonderful.
Yeah, you could save the false flowery voice at the end, that patronizing voice. Save it. Save it. You know, go use that on your husband, whom I'm sure you mentally abuse. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Tanya, hey, this is Toya.
Hey, Toya.
Hey, what was wrong with that lady?
You know, I don't like discussing other callers with other callers. You know, I don't like doing that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that was, oh God, that was so hard to listen to. I couldn't wait for her to get off. But yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. You know, I don't like doing that because when the person is here, they have their opportunity to speak, and you also have your opportunity to talk with them in the comments. What I don't like is I don't like creating the environment where now we are having a powwow about a person who is no longer on the line. You know what I mean? So that's what.
That makes sense.
So yeah, but you know, a lot of people confuse having a lot of people confuse being placid with merit, with purpose and all that other stuff, and it's that's not the case. So you can sit there, like some of the most manipulative people, and I'm gonna let you jump off the line if there's not anything else that you want to say. Is there something else you wanted to add besides, you know, discussing that caller?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I just, you know, I agree. I just was gonna say, I think for me, I just find it so disturbing that the whole topic of the KF guy and how he views women and the way that he wants, the way that he believes women should tolerate certain behaviors and advances from men is so disturbing to me, because there's a whole issue of being a woman and you being with a man where there's a power differential that's already there, because he's a man, he physically, you know, has more power over you physically. And then even more so than that, just socially and culturally speaking, as a man, there's a power differential.
Yeah.
So for him to overlook that and not have that in consideration, and teach and encourage men to pressure, that's the best word I can, to pressure a woman to be intimate with them. I just think that's just insane.
Yeah.
And it really, to me, like breaks down, you know, what a healthy relationship should start like. It really, to me, kind of just commodifies women.
Yeah.
And destroys the dynamic of a community. If we're really wanting to, it just seems to me like there's no more Black community. When I was listening to some guys on YouTube, it happened up in my feed. They were talking about Kevin Samuels on this panel with a young lady who had been on an interview with him. And the two guys were, you know, asking her how did she feel about it. She was basically talking about her experience on the interview, where she really didn't agree with him. She's an engaged woman, and they were saying, well, I think he's right. He's the GOAT. He's this and that. And to hear them say that, to me, it sounds like I'm starting to think that that's their way of saying that they're divested from the quote unquote Black community as Black men. Because it's almost like there's no concern for the progression and the development of healthy relationships, healthy families, and healthy communities. It's just all about, what are you going to give me? I deserve it because I'm a high value man.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think one of the flaws in your logic is that they don't want you to be weaker. They want you to be weaker. They like being able to punch down. They like being able to be physically stronger, and they like being able to, they like that. They like being able to quote unquote dominate and knock women off their pedestal. Some of them even enjoy hurting women. And the type of adult material that they watch, I can imagine, is dominating women and non-consent type videos, so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. There's an inherent power differential between a man and a woman. And I think that they know that, but the fact that they don't consider it in the way that they interact with women really says to me that there's a lack of concern for a family and a community. That's what I think. I know that they like it and they know it and they're using it. And it kind of has dawned on me that there's a real selfishness in taking that kind of approach as a male.
Well, I think Black men left the community a long time ago. There was somebody who commented on one of my videos and he was laughing. He was like, divest. He's like, why are you all acting like Black men care? We've been left the community.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's starting to really look like.
I mean, how much more must we be told?
Exactly. Yeah.
They want to see you. Some people want to see you suffering.
Mm-hmm. It's scary. It's really scary. Especially when with that being said, and he's telling women things like, well, if you got a PhD, that's probably going to lower your chances, as if to imply that you shouldn't pursue that level of credential,
Well, because a woman's life really doesn't mean anything outside of her ability to be able to be with one of them, stay with and endure one of them. So that's the rationale.
Yeah, and so many women are trying to just find a way to rationalize his rhetoric by saying, well, we need to know, he's giving us insight on how men think because we want to be in a relationship with a man. And I don't know, to me, I'm just like, if that's what it means to not die alone, as he says, I'm good. I'll die alone. I don't want to be connected to somebody who doesn't give a damn about my well-being, is only using me like I'm some type of mule. So,
well, that's what I mean. Listen, and we have women who support, the effery. We have women who are down for the abuse. And we have women out there who are abusive themselves and they don't know what healthy relationship looks like.
yeah.
And there's some of them who, who grew up in environments with abusive men, abusive women, and they just find that normal, and unfortunately, people who are raised in abusive situations, especially situations that are psychologically and emotionally and verbally abusive, this is how these people learn to communicate. They learn to interact in those ways,
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I really do. But I'm so glad that, you have your book and your channel. You're really inspiring. I love listening to your channel and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I just hope you keep doing what you're doing, and yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in and keeping me company on the line today.
No problem.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, I'm still autographing books here. I am going to read out the names of the extra ones that we have gotten together. But Tierra W. in Marietta, your book is autographed and on the way. So I'm happy to be able to get this out to you, especially since the postman is late. It's Friday, and so I'm getting as many out as we can. I'm going to give you the final tally of how many books we have left to ship out. Remember, this weekend is the last weekend to get your book. So let's see who we have here. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, wow, we've done a lot. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, so we have Kay in Charlotte. Your book is ready. We have Gadima in Newark. Your book is ready. Rhoda in Tucson. Your books are ready. Melissa in Cincinnati. Your book is ready. Martina in Monroeville. Your book is ready. Valerie in Chicago. Your book is ready. Villanova in Norfolk. Your book is ready. Nicole in Suisun. I never heard of that. Suisun? No, I don't think that that's right, but I think it's supposed to be Sun City because it says Suisun City. Well, listen, your book is ready. Natasha in DeSoto, your book is ready. Deborah in Clinton, your book is ready. And Tierra in Marietta, your book is ready. All right, so we're going to jump back in. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. We're going to grab the next book, and we're going to be autographing one more book. And then, because I don't have any more envelopes up here, I have to get some more envelopes from my stock area. And then, let's see, last book of the day is going to Shanae in Philly. Perfect. All right, so, all right, let's see. All right. So you all are saying as long as the zip code is ready, is good, you'll be good. Hey, welcome. You're on the air with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, this is Ivana. How are you?
Hey, Ivana.
So I've seen that you just were signing books. Is there a specific topic for today, or is it just
No, it's an open topic.
Okay. Well, I know you have been talking about Caribbean and African men and your dating service, and I am now dating a Caribbean guy, and he's wonderful. He's a business owner. The dating has been going really well. The last guy that I dated was Caribbean American as well, but he was adopted at a very young age. This man came here at 19, but I just wanted to say I definitely co-sign with Caribbean men. It's been a very different experience. I'm now trying to start my own business. He owns an IT company, so he's able to get in contact with different vendors. So I'm just dipping my toes into the entrepreneurial world now. But he gave me all this inventory and, you know, just really wants me to be able to, expand my horizons.
Which island is he from?
Very, very generous. He's from Haiti, and that was where my last boyfriend was from as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. He's musical, and that's a big deal to me because my dad is very musical.
Oh,
so
nice.
I always like musicians, and I'm musical. So he's always playing the piano. It's so beautiful.
Oh, how precious. Is he really good?
Yes, he's really, really good. And I'm trying to learn French and Creole more. So
Lord.
Today I've been trying to text back and forth with him in French. But French is such a beautiful language. When you started to speak French on our first date, I melted.
You know something? I'm done with you. Lord. So now you over there screaming out sac passe to him?
Yes, exactly. I'll say. I was like, everything, I told my friends, everything romantic is French at this point to me.
Oh, Lord. I hear
So,
you.
so far so good. I definitely think that it's a different experience for sure. I think that in their culture, they're expected to be the providers. They're not, I don't know. I've heard some Black men say that they're the prize, which is, I have a Black male doctor friend. I made a best friend out here in Florida.
Already?
And he was telling, I have a lot. I'm so social. I have a huge friend group now of Black women that are into business and successful. And then
Where are you meeting all of these people during the pandemic?
Well, either I'll meet them at like outdoor restaurants. Here in Florida, it's easy to meet people at the beach.
Hold on for a second. Hold on. There's some address issues that I see popping up.
Uh-oh.
All right, Kimberly J in Houston. It says that that there's an issue with your apartment number. Let me edit this real quick and just add the word apartment in front. Give me 1 second. No, that didn't work. So I'm going to take the APT out and yeah, so you have to reach out to me because I'm going to send you an email when it's time anyway. Let me put it on a different line and just try it on a different line. No, sorry. Reach out to me, send me a message because this is it's not taking the apartment number that you put in. Okay. So reach out to me on that. Give me 1 more second, Ivana. There's another.
Okay.
Jasmine G in Costa Mesa, your apartment number is also coming up as invalid. So I'm going to put an APT in front of this and see if that takes care of it. Okay, that took care of it. So Jasmine G, that it took care of it. All you needed was the APT in front. So that's good. So Jasmine G, you're good. We have 20 orders still. So we are going to ship those out on Monday because the pickup doesn't happen over the weekend. So everybody else who ordered today, yours will probably do another signing on Monday and get the rest of these out. So if you are interested in getting the book, come over the weekend. You can come over now and get your book, get an order so that yours ships sooner. And then the link is in the description. So, okay, so go ahead, Ivana.
Well, basically, I kind of was like reclusing for a little bit there. I was just keeping to myself. And then my therapist was like, hey, if you want to it's important to have friends and be social, especially if you're an extroverted person. So then after that, my friend group and the guys that I've been able to be in connection with kind of just blossomed from there in a short amount of period of time. But there's a lot of ways in Florida, I think because the weather isn't really hindering us, that helps, but also the governor here is not very strict. So that's unfortunate in terms of the pandemic, but I mean, there's a lot of places that meet people outdoors. But at least a lot of people are fans, it seems like, of getting the vaccine. There's a lot of people that I know in the healthcare realm that have gotten their vaccine, provider-wise and nurse-wise. And
okay, are you saying you've gotten yours, or you're going to stay on the hush about your decision?
I don't, I'm a little bit on the fence, but when my doctor friends talk about it, I just kind of, I support them in doing it because, of course, one of my friends that's a physician, he works in hospice, so you don't want to do anything to make the situation worse. I'm kind of on the fence because I work with the elder community. Like most of my patients now here are like 90 and up. So I don't know. Eventually, maybe I'll have to get it, but I don't know. Since it's an RNA vaccine, it's a little concerning.
Wait, what's concerning about an RNA vaccine versus any other vaccine?
I guess it's the fact that it's going to, mess with your DNA. But I guess it really.
Wait, what do you mean mess with your DNA?
So I'm gonna get the vaccine, huh?
What do you mean mess with your DNA?
Well, I guess it'll mess with your RNA. I should say it's going to be but I'm not against
Ivana,
getting
you
the
cannot make a
vaccine.
statement like that without qualifying it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not against getting the vaccine. I'm not against getting the vaccine. I'll probably get on the list in a couple of weeks. But
you cannot try to escape from what you just said about RNA. What is it going to do to our RNA? So Ms. Molly is saying it does not mess with your RNA.
Okay. Well, I'm uninformed. Let's just keep it there.
Ms. Molly, are you in the medical field? Because Ivana is in the medical research field. Ivana?
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that honestly, the vaccine is fine. It's 95% effective, so some people can still get the virus from it.
What were you saying about RNA? Why are you trying to get away?
And for some people, it's going to really affect them. For other people, it's not. Some people, they're gonna. I guess with any vaccine, there's a risk that some people are going to have a really bad reaction. That's all I'm really trying to say. I don't want to speak against the vaccine because I think that we need it to get out of this pandemic. So
okay. Well, all right. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you off the hook. You're lucky because I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling generous. All right.
I probably have to do more research of my own anyway,
Mm-hmm.
So, take what I say with a grain of salt when it comes to the vaccine.
Oh my Lord. You have made some people nervous now here tonight, Ivana.
No. I don't want to make people nervous. I think that people should get the vaccine. We need the vaccine so that we can get out of this pandemic. I think the reason why the rollout of the vaccine hasn't been more efficient is because Big Pharma is trying to get more money for the distribution of the vaccine because other countries have distributed the vaccine a lot more effectively and efficiently than we have. For whatever reason, it's just so slow going. So the sooner we can get the vaccine rolled out, the better. In the grand scheme of things, some people will have a little bit of a bad reaction to it, but the same thing can happen with the flu vaccine.
All right, we're gonna all have, because Ivana is now, she's skipping. Won't. She's skipping and skirting, ducking and diving now. So we're gonna have to go look on our own about an RNA vaccine. All right. So listen, I'm going to go take these packages down to the postal dude. I appreciate all of you for coming out, even the young lady who brought her. We even thank her. So we thank everyone for coming out. Ivana, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for having me. I hope you have a good night.
All right, then. And we'll find out more about your Haitian man next time, okay?
Yeah. So far, so good. We'll see. We'll see how it continues.
How old is he?
Caribbean men. He is 37, so he's older than me.
And you're 20?
My aunt said, why are you trying to date someone that's geriatric? I said, he's not geriatric.
And I still think of you as 22, but you are now...
I'm now 24.
Okay. So it's been 2 years now that we've been on this up and down roller coaster with you.
You might have met me when I was just at the end of being 21, actually.
Yeah, when you
might
were
have
still
been.
with that very
Yeah,
first
might have been.
guy.
I was with my 5-year boyfriend from college. I was with him from 18 to 23.
Yeah.
But it was a big up and down, yeah. And then my last year, I was single and somewhat single. I guess I had a corona day, but
Oh
I
my
don't know.
Lord.
The doctors, I like doctors, but the doctors that I date out here, either they're in residency or once you get out of school and you're a guy doctor, they're like trying to have fun. So they really, really like me, you know, all of that. But I think that they're not ready to like settle down for marriage. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I could eventually.
Oh my Lord, you done attracted R. Kelly into the chat room. Now R. Kelly is trying to find out if this is little girls in the chat. You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Aren't you in prison,
no.
R. Kelly? How are you? This is too much.
This is the little girl chat. What the heck?
This is too much. Okay, Ivana, thank you.
Much.
Thank you.
He's fighting for his life.
I know, right? Bye.
Bye.
Oh Lord, this is too much. Okay. So listen. I guess you get a kick out of traveling around online with your foolishness, huh? Listen. All right. So thank you all for coming out and having this conversation. Even the ones we agree with and don't agree with. Okay. So everybody, thank you for coming out. Make sure that you are loving yourself and practicing self-care, especially during these COVID times. You know, concentrate on the things that you like to do and the things you like to experience, the foods you like to eat, how you work and stretch and take care of your body. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. And a lot of us have been on lockdown for more than a year now at this point. And so you got to make sure that you do them squats down low before you start filming your busted challenge and then fall down on the floor. You know, we don't want that to happen to you. We don't want that to happen to you. So Thrifty, your book is not in that batch. I read out all of the names. So I didn't get to anybody who made their purchase today. I was doing the people who had made their purchase 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, 5 days ago. And I think we're down to a 2-day span now. So we are fulfilling orders from the 24th. So we have not gotten to today's orders yet, but we will. So just come back on Monday. We'll do a live signing. That way we can close out the whole book signing thing at one time and just take people's orders right there on the spot, get the labels made, book autographed, and right out the door the same day. All right. It's just unfortunate that there was a little bit of a log for today. But no, we did not get a chance to get you will get an autographed copy. Everybody who orders on my site gets an autographed copy. When you order on Amazon, you don't get an autographed copy. All right, so listen, I appreciate Perfect is saying before their knees lock. Do they lock or they buckle and throw you down on the floor? Oh, goodness. So I will see you all in the next video. I want to get off air. You know, we've been going for almost 3 hours now. And you know, once I get past 2 hours, you know, I already begin to lose interest in broadcasting. But this was a little different because we were signing books. But you see how long it takes. It takes hours to be able to sign books. But we got a lot done today. So, I mean, look at what this is what we got all of these books going out. So we are good. We are good. So I appreciate all of you coming out for the book signing. I know my postman is going to be very happy that we got all of this. I am so happy for all of the people who have their books on the way. So thank you for loving yourself through my content. And that's the thing, the content that we watch and engage in is a form of self-love or self-abuse as well. And there's some people out there there's some people out there who like to watch non-consent videos and videos of women being heard and stuff like that. I mean, and they feel enthralled by it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you. Tanya TKO, I'm out. Leave your comments below and make sure you're on my mailing list so you can find out about the fitness competition that we are having with a $1,000 prize. So make sure that you're on my mailing list, TanyaTKO.com. Click on subscribe, join the mailing list, and find out about that fitness competition, because if there's one thing that we are about over here, it's about truly leveling up from the inside. From the content that you watch, to the books that you read, to the money that you make and save, and the energy that you transfer with because what is the energy of receiving money that you threaten people to get? What is the energy of intercourse that you get when you manipulated, threatened, coerced, and cajoled a person to get? You know what I'm saying? So we are all about the self-love over here, from what self-love looks like, and how to honor yourself, right? And so thank you for loving yourself through my books. I appreciate that. So I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. Peace.